Now, usually, when I host a show, I say, "Welcome to the gayest show in New York City." But as I look around the room tonight, I think, not tonight. Although I do have to say that any show that I host becomes 42% more gay just by my presence. Which is an interesting coincidence because I happen to be the gayest comic in New York City. I'm so gay, my middle name should be Let's Felch. And of course, we'll explain that to the lesbians later. And the straight people that were dragged here by their gay friends. Okay, so let's just get right to it. Your friend and host, Tom Ragú, that's me, has lost 52 pounds and counting. Thank you, thank you. Not all at once. I mean, I lost 30, gained 15, lost 10, gained 21. I mean, eventually we'll add up to 52. And that's all that matters. And I really don't know how I got so fat. I mean, I really feel like I accidentally gained 100 pounds. I just woke up one day and there it was. I blamed Burger King. And here's why. That goddamn 99-cent value menu. That thing will kill you. Because here's the thing. I don't think that I was fat or am fat. Do you see how I talked about it in the past tense? So, I don't really consider myself fat. I consider myself a bargain hunter. Because where else, except Burger King value menu, can you get 19 things for under $20? It's a bargain. Speaking of vaginas, my mother is here in the audience. There she is right there, table 42. Or as I like to call her, the original vagina. A vagina so kind and loving, she made me never want to go back in. So completely negative. Living with my mother is like living with a Jewish mother, except less holidays. That's the deal. And you're welcome. So a little bit about her. She's 121 years old, and she's going to live forever. I just keep pumping her with Botox so that she actually does live forever. Because basically, it's going to be my mother and Joan Rivers wandering the earth. And Joan Rivers is going to be like, "Can we talk?" And my mother is going to be like, "Can we walk?" I don't know, can you? So my mother likes to play this game. Some people like to play crossword puzzles. Some people like to play Yahtzee. My mother likes to play the following game. She opens up the photo album, because she's basically outlived everybody in her family, her husband, her mother, her sister, everybody. And she goes, dead, 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 alive! So then, about a month ago, she decided that she didn't have enough attention, so she tripped and fell and almost broke her hip. She goes in the ambulance, and the first thing that she says to me is, "Still alive!" So I always find that I get myself into these awkward situations, much like tonight. Let me walk you through a couple of them. I recently was caught stealing Splenda from Starbucks. Anyone else? There really is no way to back out of that one. I mean, you just basically have to own it. I mean, you just got to be like, and what? Because I feel that if you're going to charge me $7.49 for a cup of coffee, I should be able to take a handful of Splenda. And by a handful, I mean 33 packets of Splenda. Is that so wrong? So I have this dog. He's one of those designer dogs that they make in the lab with love. He's like a puggle or a labradoodle. He's a Yorkshire Terrier, a Yorkie Bichon. And his name is Pete Ragú. And so I'm walking him in the park, and I walk past this guy, and he said to me, "That's a gay dog." And I'm thinking, it's a little offensive. I mean, my dog is not really homosexual, but he does have gay tendencies. He eats a special diet. He's got a page on MySpace. He's on Dog Book. Do you know about Dog Book? It's like the dog version of Facebook. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. He's very well connected. He's got more contacts than I do. And incidentally, more events than I do, too. His schedule is full. And he's on the special diet. You know, I have to feed him organic chicken, organic turkey, organic brown rice and I have to cut it up, heat it up. Most dogs will eat anything you put in front of them. Rubber tires, aluminum cans, it doesn't matter. Not my dog. So basically, I stand in front of the value meal at Burger King every day saying, is this enough? And he, organic. You know what I'm saying? How did I get stuck with a dog with special diet? So I took him to the vet for his annual shots. And so they put him on the scale, and then he said, the vet tech said, your dog's getting a little chubby. And that's just what I need, right? To be walking a chubby dog around town so that people can point and stare and say, look at the big fat fuck with the big fucking dog. That's what I need in my life. So that was awkward. Yeah, I really don't know how to respond to that. Because I don't think he's actually 2 pounds underweight, so I don't think he's chubby. I'm just sharing because at this point it's like a big AA meeting. There really just are two types of people. Old people and lesbians. Now, old people love me because they think I have food, and I have no food. I am actually on the hunt for food myself. Lesbians love me because I love lesbians. Lesbians are the backbone of the gay community. They have been there for us through thick and thin, at the prom when no one else would go with us and we need a date. A lesbian was there. They've been there for us when we need to move and we don't know anyone with a truck. A lesbian was there. They've been there for us when we need to caulk our tub and we don't know anything about tools. A lesbian was there. And by the way, it's so much better to get a lesbian than a gay man to caulk your tub because a lesbian won't snicker when you ask them while they're caulking their tub, do you need any more caulk? They would actually say, no, as a matter of fact, I'm fine. By the way, don't you love the imitation of lesbians? Like, Ellen is here. Another awkward story. About, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago, I was hit by a New York City taxi. That's not the funny part. So you know, I'm walking in Hell's Kitchen, light turns green, I go, and the taxi, maybe going 2-3 miles an hour, not fast, hits me, I fall on the ground, and then it's like, keep going, it's keeping going, it's keeping going, and I'm thinking, is this how it's gonna end? Is this how it's gonna end underneath a New York City taxi? I'm living my dream, fulfilling my dream, I'm performing in front of tens of people every night, and it's gonna end for me underneath a New York City taxi? No. And so I got up, and by the way, I got up. And let me just tell you, you know that it's time to go to the fucking gym when you get hit by a car and you're fine, but you dented the car. That's what I'm saying. So I got up, and I said, what the hell is wrong with you? You could have killed me. What if I was a little old man or a little old lady walking in the street? What the heck is your problem? And you want to know what he said to me? I'm sorry, I didn't see you. Exactly how big do I have to get for people to see me? I just want to be seen. I was asked to be the host for a mixer for a group called NYCBlackSingles.com. Because let me tell you, when you think of NYCBlackSingles.com and you think of the New York City black single scene, the New York City black singles loved me. They couldn't wait for me to get off that stage. I could have sworn I heard somebody call me a cracker. I said, who's got crackers? I'm hungry! So I'm up there dying a slow Southern Baptist death. And someone on one side of the audience says, he's not black. And then someone on the other side said, yes, he is. He looks like he has some black in him. Well, not yet, Jamal, but the night is still young. Holler, what?